Easy podcast on the move again. This time, as promised, Josh Gonzalez in the house.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
They call him just as Josh. Josh, what's up?
What's up, Adi? Thank you for having here. It's gonna be a really fun show. We're gonna tackle a few things. We're gonna talk about it.
Yep.
We're gonna drop some knowledge.
Come on, let's rant. Let's do something explosive, guys. I want to tell you that me and Josh have passed together, as mentioned before. You know what? This guy is so smooth. Can I say that?
Yeah.
This guy is so smooth. He can be very, very charming when he wants. That's why he's dealing with tourists.
Yes.
That's why tourists love him, and they
And I love him.
exactly. They feel that they have somebody on the island that is considered a friend, and this is why I went into business with him. At the beginning, I felt that he puts his heart serving clients. Do you love it, man?
You know what? I love it.
You've been doing that for a long time.
For a long time. We're gonna switch the way we've been doing business as Josh, but all love for my tourism and
There is one story, ladies and gentlemen, that you have to hear. This is something I heard from Josh like a year and a half ago, and it's so funny. I want you to imagine for a minute that you're renting a boat and you're going with a captain and his mate, and you're a family or a group, and you take the boat out. And it's like almost sunset time or whatever. And Josh, please share this amazing story.
So as a
Wait for it, guys.
as a beach guy, you try to get the most out of commissions, So this was this guy with a really nice yacht, and I could get a really good deal, And I take the family out. We do a great tour, turtles, everything. Right at the end, when we're gonna, switch to go to the shipwreck, the motor goes down
Whoa.
and we cannot anchor. So the boat starts
Drifting.
drifting, and I'm
The
trying
captain
to,
is on his chair like, oh, what am I going to say now?
No, the captain goes down at the engine room and he's like, bang, boom, bang,
Trying to
boom,
fight
bang,
with the engine to
fix it,
start it.
opening. Hey, can you start it? All sweaty, and I'm like,
And the family is looking at you, or you're like serving them. And
oh no, I'm like, hey, don't worry, guys, I'm giving food, I'm giving drinks, guys, don't worry, something.
And the trade winds are taking you further and
Let me
further.
tell you something. The waves started getting a little big, and so you would see Aruba, then water. I'm like, shit.
The island is getting away.
And then, but we called the Coast Guard, So
The island was getting away.
yeah, no, we were far, guys. And I'm like, here's some cheese, here's a sandwich, guys, want a drink.
And you're drifting. Oh
I'm
my
trying,
God.
and I can see that they're starting to get
Stressed, scared.
But I'm like, guys, don't worry, this, that. And then, you know what? I don't know why the Coast Guard does this, because Aruba is small,
Yep.
but they send a plane first.
Oh, good. Guys.
So, instead of sending, a boat
Yeah.
first, they send the plane first to track you to pinpoint so
Yeah.
they can go straight with the boat. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just,
But why not parallel?
together, but whatever, Coast Guard, shout
Are
out,
you
guys
on
did a
the
great
deck
job.
like waving to a plane?
No. And when the plane goes by, I'm like, guys, don't worry, the Coast Guard plane just. They're like, what? Coast Guard? I'm like, guys, you know what? We're adrift. The Coast Guard's coming.
We're adrift.
They're gonna tow us. I'm sorry, guys, but
That's a great story for vacation.
bro, imagine their story on their end. This is me going like, yeah, guys, don't worry. And I just kept getting drinks, getting food, playing with the kids.
Did you pass the point of the shipwreck?
Bro, we went way further than
You passed that point?
No, we went. So start going to the right. So we were passing the lighthouse, going out in the open sea.
Harashi? Wow.
No, we passed. No, we were, bro. I'm telling you that the Aruba was small,
Oh my
waves, And I have two stories like that with
Oh
two
my
different
God.
families. Because once the Jolly Pirates towed us in, they helped us.
Okay.
They didn't go that far, but that one went far.
The
And
Coast Guard eventually arrived?
Yeah, the Coast Guard arrived, and
And they tug you in?
They tugged us in.
Do they make a face to you? What's going on with you?
But you know what? I was charming to them also. I'm like, oh, thank you guys. We were trying. We didn't know what to do.
Man, I'm going to tell you something that I heard just a few weeks ago. I'm Jewish. In the Jewish community, there was a story right now. The rabbi got a call. Two Orthodox Jews from New York rented two jet skis. They went on the jet skis. It was like maybe the last one, 4:30.
No gasoline.
Bro, no gasoline. They went in like they drove. You said everybody wants fast
jet skis. Yeah.
They went fast into the water, but they're like Hasidis. They don't even know. They don't know how to swim. They had the jackets, the vest, and everything. And then they did a turn. And once they did a turn, one of them flew from his jet ski. The other guy, he couldn't swim back to the jet ski. The other guy jumped to the water to try to help him. They got drifted. The jet skis to one side, and then they drifted. Bro, I heard the rabbi got a call. We have two Hasidic Jews lost in the water. And you know what? They went with a plane, and by sheer coincidence, they say God helped. By sheer coincidence, they pinpoint them, and maybe just after sunset, water almost became black. They could not find them, and they went far. They were holding each other up on the vest, drifting away. Oh my God!
Imagine, you thinking a shark
imagine the fear, and they were there for at least an hour and a half.
No, let me tell you, when we were drifting away, I wanted to jump and swim
and then
shore and leave the family.
Don't say that. He was young. He was restless.
But I didn't. I stayed.
You stayed
with the family. But no, because in my head it's like I don't want to fucking be found dead in Panama, but there's no water. Dead in Panama because we drifted away.
Tourists know that if you drift here, you probably reach Colombia or Panama. Or whatever.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But imagine dehydrated.
No CB, can't communicate with anybody. Hey, make sure that you have CB that you can communicate. But again, more stories just like that.
Oh, we have so many, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Remember the crazy bride story with the Jeep?
No, tell. Just a few more.
Next.
All right, next one. You know what? EEZEE podcast coming back to you soon.